Okay, now we're rolling.
Okay.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Kiskapades podcast. And I have two fresh guests all the way from SA. We met in Diani briefly. We're supposed to meet over New Year's Eve, and then
But
That didn't happen.
Something happened?
Yeah, the festivities got a bit too exciting.
for one of the three of us.
Yeah, that's a very good way of putting it. yeah, so that nobody's guilty of anything. But anyway, I'll just let them introduce themselves, and then we can just take it away from there, so that we can just know about the whole your experience in Kenya, lifestyle in comparison to what you guys are used to in SA and here. Coffee. We'll just talk about a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
I'll just throw questions. You guys answer however you want. Just be comfortable.
Okay.
Talk about anything, however you want to say it. I mean, what languages do you speak in SA?
All of them?
11
Or just
of
the
them?
one?
You have 11?
Yes. So that's do you want to know my language and hers or everyone's
No,
languages?
like just you can throw in a bit, just to make just
Oh,
to
you want us
spice
to
up
sit?
the.
Okay,
Alright.
spice it up and throw in some.
Does it have
some
there
words
then?
in there.
Mine does.
Hers does. Mine
Oh,
doesn't.
now that's what we want.
What about my language?
We don't care about yours.
Wow. Okay, it's fine. It's okay. It's right. Mtambla bla shaka mtlambi ngathembi ukuthi niriyini.
Wena khuluma ke la ngekakuzi ukuthi uthini. Qhubeka.
Okay, now maybe let's. I hope you're not talking some shit about me.
You'll never know.
Okay, so let's just start with you. Just introduce yourself.
Okay. Hey guys, I'm Bali. I'm Kize. I'm from South Africa, Durban, born and bred.
Yeah, that's where all the cool vloggers come from.
It's gorgeous. I think there's
Is
a
that
lot
where
of
people surf as well?
Yeah, so it's on the coast, but it's also there's a lot of things to do inland. So I think that's why you get a good mix of content that you can create depending on what it is you like.
I think that's where. Do you know Casey Neistat?
Yes.
I think that's where he normally comes to visit the wife.
He's-
Don't know
he's
Casey?
a YouTuber and
Yeah, like one of the best YouTubers.
Oh, obviously I'm living under a rock.
we don't have internet in South Africa.
What?
She's talking
What?
shit. She's talking shit. We have
Hey.
internet. We have internet in South Africa,
Yeah,
like fiber.
actually good internet.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then
Expensive,
now,
but fine.
introduce yourself.
Hello, I am Danisa, and I am living in Durban, but I'm originally from Limpopo. Kind of lived in Cape Town for a bit as well, and then moved to Durban for work. I'm Tsonga, so my language doesn't have any clicks, but it's still as cool. It's
Is
still
it?
great.
Says who?
I still love it.
Says who?
I like it.
Oh yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's all that
Yeah.
matters. It's my language.
You
so
should
I like
have
it.
your opinion as well. Let's not forget about that.
Yes,
yeah.
he said I can be comfortable, so I'm being comfortable.
Oh yeah.
And in my language.
Hey,
Blah, blah, Changan. You know Shoma Josie? I don't know if you know Shoma Josie.
listen.
You have to
She's
show
my,
my
she's my
Josie.
friend, first of all.
Really? Oh
Yes.
my word. Wow.
Listen.
Shoma Josie speaks Tsonga. So Tsonga is the best language out there.
She is my friend.
Really?
I did her video. I did her when she came here. She used to come for an event called Thrift Social.
Yeah?
It's one of the
I
really
follow
nice
them,
events.
yeah.
Yeah. That's like one of the really cool events. Like if you if you just happen to travel the same time when it's happening, you'll be blown away.
Honest.
And I think also a lot of South Africans come just because it's a bit close to. Do you guys have the Afropunk?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's just something similar
Okay.
now fused with street style, and
Oh, that sounds like
it's really
plan,
nice.
Yeah.
And I think that's the first time I met. I met her probably 2 years ago.
Oh, really?
When she wasn't even singing.
No. She was
wasn't.
like the
Because
poet
she was
thing.
just chilling, but you could see like from her hairstyle, it had like just something unique about her.
Yeah.
And then 2 years later, I'm seeing her videos
Everywhere.
She's
like,
amazing.
Is this the same person that I met that
Yeah.
other? Like, oh,
She
shit.
is.
I
She's
wish I
blown
made
up.
a better connection. I wish. But we reunited like I think last year, but just over conversation, and then I did something small for her performance. But she's amazing.
She is.
She is.
I love her.
And she speaks my language.
Oh, that's what she sings in the
Yes.
music.
Now, is it cool now? Is Tsonga now
yeah,
cool?
yeah. Show my Josie rescues you. To the rescue.
Look, she's rescued a lot of us. Now
Oh.
we're cool. Everyone's like, oh, yeah.
And even like her energy is just. But that's crazy because she wasn't singing at all.
Yes. And now she's on stage and she has the stage presence and everyone just
No, her
goes,
stage presence
crazy.
cannot be ignored.
no, it can't.
Cannot. Because I could see even like when she was starting off, like a lot of people were like, why is she jumping so much? Why is this energy? Oh, but after like, a few months down the line, like everybody was just like, okay,
Yeah.
now we
Exactly.
really do like you because this is you. You're not trying to be something else.
You watch her and you like the energy comes.
You
off stage
actually
and
just
you,
start
you
like-
also and you
wanna-
there like yeah.
yeah, you and the dancers are crazy as well.
Yeah. And
I'll
they're
tag-
dancing
I'll-
in my traditional Tonga shibelana.
Oh shit. Okay. Now I'm sold. I
Best
actually think like she's way cooler.
I'm Zulu. I mean, I don't know.
Oh,
We-
okay.
we're-
That's been holding the title for a while.
Yeah, it's time to go for the title to go to Tonga people. Thanks to Shoma Josie. So Zulu
Temporarily
people,
until.
Can you
Okay,
please
know what?
hang up your?
I love her, so I don't mind. I really don't mind.
But
Shoma
she's
Josie
a
can
really
take
cool
it.
person, though. That I won't even deny. And I didn't even understand how she ended up in Kenya for that visit. I didn't ask her about that. But then I didn't have a podcast. And now the next
Ah.
time she comes,
Gonna do a podcast.
Oh, nice.
Definitely.
And then she's gonna
Definitely.
speak in Tonga.
Hey.
Hey, Shoma Josie.
Hey. You can actually send a shout out because she's my friend. She's gonna watch this.
Oh,
Okay,
my word.
Shoma
Yeah.
Josie.
What do you wanna tell her?
Lukuranza njani? Sesima Josie.
Njani?
Hey, loko ningisela Limpopo Champions League ya n'wina. Ni cina na mekaya ni chana kokwana wa mina kari hi cina xibelana hi vusimu ra n'wehe.
Oh my god. Okay.
Only she knows what I was saying, so that's for you.
Actually,
Shoma
we've
Josie.
given her enough plug. So just make sure you contact me when you're in Kenya. Let's go back to our original conversation.
We digress.
So yeah, so what made you guys, so first of all, let's start with this. You guys sisters, are you friends?
Friends.
Friends.
Best friends? Can we?
Your best friends?
Yeah.
Okay, I actually thought you were a couple.
Well,
So
I
many
mean,
people.
she's been trying,
Oh.
and
oh,
I've just
she's
been
try-
like, no.
Yeah, playing hard to get?
Yes, I'm just like, can you leave me? No. She is
No,
relentless.
But
and her friends on her.
And I don't know about like SA, but because like in Kenya, I see like girlfriends don't have like, they do have a bond, but that kind of bond where you're like even traveling together, that's something clearly that's special.
Yeah.
Is it like you've been friends from like childhood or you just clicked somewhere?
We met
From work.
in university. So what is it now? Like 8 years?
8 years.
I think.
I think 8, 9. It's 2019. It's more than 9. Probably 10, 9.
So you've been friends like for the longest time.
Yes, for the longest time. And when we met, the first day we met,
Yeah.
we sat and spoke on these random stairs in the university. The only reason I left was because I was writing an exam. We spoke for 4 hours.
Yeah, and she was supposed to meet up with me for something and
Yeah.
then go and study.
Yeah.
That didn't happen.
I
Cool.
passed.
So she forgot about you. Or
No,
No.
We sat there and talked and
oh
talked
yeah.
and talked
Oh,
and
she
talked.
forgot that she's supposed to
And
go
then
and
she
do.
went. I was like, shit, I've got an. Oh, can I swear?
Yeah.
Okay. She was like, just
You
checking.
can say whatever you want.
Just checking.
Yeah.
So she was like, shit, I've got an exam, and then she left.
Okay, that's
So yeah, it was an instant.
connection. And then
Connection,
from there, like you're just friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go 8 years later or 9 years later. 9 years later, you're still friends. Working different career paths. I'm guessing you said you were in.
FMCG, which
is-
fast moving consumer goods.
Oh shit. I can't even ask anything about that.
It's just it's
Fast
basically
consumer
the
goods.
The goods that you get in store.
Yeah.
So anything
That
that has a high
move-
turnover in store.
Or like a short shelf life.
Yes, exactly.
Ah.
Exactly. That's
So
So like
what does
food,
So what does that?
deodorants.
So what do you do?
So you're also in FMCG.
I
Yeah,
am.
yeah, because she's
So
in
what
food.
does that entail?
So I'm executive assistant.
Like if that's your job, like so what exactly do you do?
Well, there's different functions in the job. I'm an executive assistant, so I assist basically the directors and the team in general with, a lot of things.
Like advertising, how you strategies.
No, I'm not involved in strategies. So mine is more of
Because the reason I'm
general-
asking, because like I'm a very curious person. Once somebody mentions something that I don't really know, I really
wanna
want
know
to
about
know.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes
Because
sense.
why are they doing that? I want to know more. Yeah, because like in the 21st century, everybody's like moving towards something that they actually gives them fulfillment
Yeah.
apart from just giving you cash.
Yeah.
Is it something that you enjoy doing?
I do.
You do?
I enjoy my job.
Yeah.
I just started. I started in July.
In
So
July?
it hasn't been that long.
So
But I,
have you been homeless the rest of the year?
No, I was working, just not in the same industry.
She's been broke, unemployed.
No.
I'm
So
kidding.
you're doing something that just regular job that you didn't maybe enjoy, or it was
No.
good, but you didn't really. It wasn't
Where
your
does
thing.
this podcast go to?
I mean, maybe might need to go back to that employer.
yeah.
Okay. Let's stay safe. Yeah, but maybe let's just say it's growth.
It is.
Can I call it
definitely
that?
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely growth. It's career move as well. I'm looking to grow in the company, so and it's a good company. I like what they do. I believe in what they do. So yeah, I'm happy.
How about you?
I am in marketing, so I work for an FMCG as well. So
So is that like a thing in SA?
because it's
It's
they're
everywhere.
biggest companies, it's almost like
I don't. Do we
let
have
me
them in
think of-
Kenya?
Yes, you do.
You have my company here, Bayersdorf. It's Nivea.
Oh. Okay.
It's here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
have
So
offices
like
here. Okay.
the food that you buy is probably from an FMCG company.
Yeah.
Deodorant, so fast moving consumer
Actually,
goods.
use I think Nivea.
Yeah, there we go.
Shout out Nivea.
Are they gonna pay you? Better pay for that shout out.
Unfortunately, I don't know anyone there, but they'll be watching.
So I'm in marketing,
Yeah.
and I also love my job. I love it so much. I take it home too often, and I'm too
Really?
young to do that.
Yeah.
I feel, but I really like it. I enjoy it. I enjoy the culture. I enjoy the fact that if you put in the work, you get out results, and so it's really cool.
Do you
I love
get
it.
like overworked, or is it one of just
I'm
regular
just-
8 to 5, and then you have
No.
your time to go and do?
No, that's it's only because of the person that I am. I'm a very involved person, and so I kind of give my all.
Yeah.
And so in theory, it should be an 8 to 5. Why
But
are you
you
having my hot
just-
chocolate?
I just want to taste it.
Wow, then why didn't you order your own hot chocolate?
Because
I don't
want
understand.
a full glass. I just want to taste.
Wow.
Just taste. Just let
Okay.
her taste.
Cool then. Shut-
So you were saying?
So I was saying
Yeah.
that I really enjoy my job, and it's only because of the kind of person that I am. I'm very involved, and so it's tough for me to say, okay, it's 5 now, bye, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
I like my job, and it's fun. So I
right
don't mind
now-
staying in the office until like late and listening. What I do sometimes, I bring my speakers, I bring sweatpants, I bring like a hoodie, and I stay at the office after like 7. And then I order in food, and I'm sitting at the couches, and I'm working, I'm listening to music, I'm jamming. It's a good time.
But listen, do they have a picture of you as employee of the month or the year or something?
She's all
'Cause
over the
It's the
website.
list. Oh, you are?
I am actually. I am all
I
over
told
the
her
okay.
she's the
Fine.
face of the
Yeah.
brand. Honestly,
And
It's really weird.
You should be doing. Do you do like videos and stuff for the
They
company?
want me to do one actually when I get back.
Now you see,
They want me to do video.
you see, this is just like a warm up of like what you're going to do there, and you don't even
like
have
I
an
was
idea.
saying, remember I was telling you that I'm
Yeah.
going to get used to the earphones thing because I know I'm going to do more podcasts. And
You
know?
would have to, because it's just for professionalism. Like it doesn't get old, because even if you see like in the most developed countries right now that do podcasts and radio, it's still the same thing.
Yeah.
You have to put on headphones just to be okay. You don't have to. Once like you set up like a proper expensive like studio, and then you have a producer there, whoever, somebody else is monitoring your audios. But this is mobile, so we have to.
I like
Okay.
this. I like it being mobile.
I also
It
like-
looks. Don't you like the setup?
I
Isn't
really
it
like it.
swaggy and just.
It's really cool. I love
Yeah.
it. And it's also very not pretentious
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
we're really just having coffee.
And talking.
And
that's
talking.
and that's why I was telling you, like, it's not like, no, it seems like it's just too fancy, it's no, it's
No.
just chilling, having a conversation the same way we'd have done it maybe if we did it in Diani.
Yes, if you hadn't passed out.
Now you see, I have to reveal my secrets.
My bad. I'm still
Yeah.
a bit bitter.
So, yeah,
I'm still a little bit bitter.
No,
that-
I'm really sorry.
But
that
it's fine,
I
he's making
missed
up for it.
Yeah, because isn't this
Yeah.
good?
Yeah.
This is
After
good.
this,
It's
we're
good.
going to kiss the giraffes, and then, are you guys into burgers?
What?
Burgers,
What's that?
burgers, a burger.
Oh, burgers.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, burgers.
Is my pronunciation that bad?
No.
How do you
I'm like,
pronounce
what?
it?
A
How do you-
burger.
A burger.
Yes.
So it sounds like you're saying,
burger.
like a bagger.
I should just say burger.
Like you're bagging something.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
A what?
And you know what? Something funny, because I was having a podcast with one of my friends, like online friends. She just came from the States, and she was saying like the first time she went there, like she knew she was good in English,
Yeah.
because she was working in an embassy. But when she got there, like nobody could hear what
Oh,
she was saying.
no.
And she's like, what? And you guessed her first job wasn't the best. because she was doing. Well, I'll explain it to you.
Okay.
But the second job that she got with still the Kenyan accent was in a call center.
Oh no.
Yes.
People were calling to ask questions, and she was saying bagger.
Yeah. Yo, listen, you're my friend. That's not me saying. She's the one who's saying it.
Hi, friend.
But she's just saying like it's really. But that's where also the culture differences come in. Because you guys pronounce your pronunciation like immediately when you start talking English, I can tell you guys are from SA.
So
I don't know whether you can tell like if we're Kenyans the way we are talking.
Not specifically, no.
I can tell now because
can
I've
tell?
been in Kenya.
How do we sound? Do we sound weird, strange?
No, not necessarily. I think your English isn't so deep like Nigerian accent. So I feel like it's-
Nigerians will know they're Nigerian.
you speak
Yeah.
like very
Yeah.
lightly almost. You know, so your pronunciation.
Are you saying Nigerians are rude?
That's not what I said.
What are you saying?
Or say if there's any Niger man
She would like some Niger jollof.
or Kenyan pilau.
Yeah, but you know, because even for me, I'd say when I just started traveling recently because I didn't have respect for culture at all. Because I'd like probably hear like Asians talking, I'd start giggling.
Oh.
Because but listen, because here's the thing, if you don't know, to you it just seems funny. So now you go somewhere else, meet a whole different culture, you meet Somalis, they're talking, you start giggling as well, like because it sounds just, but
Weird.
it's
Different.
but you have to, but once you start traveling, and then now you're the weird one, because everybody else sounds like,
Exactly.
are like, oh shit. Okay, it's just cultural
Yeah.
Yeah, it
difference.
gives you perspective.
And it's so important to understand that. But because like in Kenya, if you don't, we have like certain communities that have a problem pronouncing L and R. So that's close to the same to you guys.
Oh my word.
The
Do you
same?
know like Rama spread,
Yeah.
the margarine?
Yeah,
They call it lama.
Lama
There's
spread.
No
Llama.
R in Zulu.
Oh,
At
yeah.
all.
No.
So it would be Lama spread.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. They can't like Lirato
No.
is a name. Lilato.
We
Be
can
like,
say ours now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we speak other languages.
But is it funny or is it just normal? Because like for what I know, like in Tanzania, it's actually cool to pronounce words like that. So when you come in Kenya, there's some places you'd say that people find it funny. Not funny like they're mocking you or anything. It's just because they find it different. They just laugh about it. It's not like being offensive to anyone. But when you're out there, it's actually offensive. You know.
I hear you.
But plus, you can't be just laughing at all. Because if you're
Yeah.
traveling, how many times will you
Are
be
you gonna
laughing at
laugh?
different?
Exactly.
I mean, it's just being exposed to different cultures.
Yeah.
So travel is very important. Which
Definitely.
brings me to the next question. What made you guys? Because when we met, you told me like your plan is to travel to a different country, one country, every end of the year. Is that the plan?
Spend New Year's in a different African country every year.
For the next how many years do we have? 50.
What, to live?
Listen, so
No,
it
but
has
in
it just,
countries.
it just has to be African countries.
Yes.
Yeah.
New Year's will definitely
Really?
have to be African countries. We can do other countries during the year.
Yeah.
We're planning on doing Thailand, but
Oh.
it's not gonna might not happen because we're coming back to Kenya because we loved it so much.
You're coming back to Kenya.
Yeah.
August, we're coming
So
back.
instead of doing our Thailand trip, we actually just
Yeah.
gonna come back to Kenya because we
Well,
loved
what
it
are your situations back at home?
in terms of
Do you have boyfriends?
Oh no,
Oh,
there's
no.
nothing holding us down.
nothing.
Oh, wow.
Hence the gosh,
sorry,
guys.
Sorry.
it's my fault.
Yeah.
No, nothing,
So
nothing.
No kids, no husband, no boyfriend, no
Wow.
girlfriend.
No bond.
those are just precise answers. Okay. Is it how is dating in SA?
Dating is dating everywhere.
I really no. I want to know how it is in SA. I know how it is in Nairobi. And
Well,
how
Bali
is
has
it?
dating. You're the
I
last.
don't know, you date a lot.
I don't. Well, I mean, I see
so
people.
you're around?
I
You're
see
going
people.
around? Are people passing you around? What is she saying? That's your friend.
No, I'm saying that like she meets people. I mean, look at her. She's gorgeous. She's
Yeah,
gorgeous.
You are gorgeous
So
as well.
stop.
You're
So-
gorgeous as well.
Don't stop. Say it again.
Listen, and you know, here's the thing. You don't stop. Say it again.
I like
No,
it. I
but
like
what I noticed about like SA when I went there, like there's no like heavy makeup culture. You guys are all about the natural.
it. You think?
I think so, or am I wrong?
I think it
Okay,
depends
maybe
on-
maybe in the club I saw that a bit, But like now Kenya is like infused in that whole, everybody's teaching makeup tutorials and all that
definitely in
stuff.
South Africa as well.
Yeah,
Yeah?
definitely.
Not,
So it's crazy. Is it crazy?
I don't think it's as crazy as in terms of makeup artists. I think there's a few like biggish ones, right?
Yeah.
But I think makeup culture is
Because it's a thing. Makeup culture is
It's
just
like everywhere.
worldwide right now. It's picking up everywhere,
Ev-
right?
Exactly, everywhere.
Mhm.
So, but I think more than that is that in South Africa, there aren't many brands backing a lot of them. So there's a few big makeup artist
What do you mean?
people.
Like SA is like, SA is beautiful. though.
Yeah, it is. So what happens is that
And one thing I'd say, like South Africa has like amazing, gorgeous women.
Right.
that's what everyone says.
Right.
When like we were just walking the mall, me and my friend.
and you're just like, what
No,
is
no,
going
me
on?
too. I understand.
No, really.
Yep.
But
No.
it's true, right?
Yeah.
But you do have like
Amazing women, not so amazing men,
No,
but
the men are
amazing
trash.
women. I mean,
South
they're
African
trash
men are
everywhere.
trash. Oh.
Well,
Okay, this is the first time I'm hearing this because I always just get like Kenyan men are trash.
I feel like
And
men are
I
trash
was
everywhere.
told that Shadzo Majosi said Kenyan men are trash. I don't know who broke her heart,
to say that
Who
Kenyan
did
men.
what?
but I'll
to
talk.
her?
I need to get on the podcast and talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I personally,
what
in
do
the
you think?
past,
Yeah.
how many days I've been in Kenya,
Yeah.
I can attest to that. Definitely prefer Kenyan men to South African men. I'm sorry.
In what ways? What do you mean?
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, in what ways? She's actually asking. Yeah, in what ways?
In many ways, like Kenyan men are kind.
Oh wow.
They're dark.
Ah.
They're funny.
Don't stop. Go on. Go on. Go on.
I'm gonna stop right there because this is PG-13.
But you see, but that's good to hear it from somebody from a different country. And I don't know if it's just a thing that when women from a different from their country would just say like, you know, we're
Could
just
be.
tired of our men.
But yeah, I think so.
And then anything that seems a bit different, it's always like so refreshing because
yeah.
the other
Could be
people will
that, yeah.
definitely just have the same kind of behavior, lifestyle, and
maybe
just
they
culture.
treat us differently because we're not Kenyan women.
Yeah.
And so maybe there's a certain level of difference in treating us than they would if they were treating Kenyan. I don't know. Maybe they treat us better because they're like, oh, the South African
Okay,
girls. I don't- or worse.
in South Africa, is it like are women when you come to the dating scene? How is it like? Are you women like dependent on guys to take care of you, or do you women take care of yourselves, or is it like an equal split of? Because you know we're talking about cultural differences. Because how is it there?
The man should
Yeah,
handle
his business. His business.
handle his business.
Yeah.
So I think it's I don't know if it's expected,
Oh,
but
oh, we're 23 minutes.
Did you put a timer?
No, we're
timer.
good. I forgot. But I know we're in 23, so probably 7 more minutes.
okay.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So you're saying?
What was I saying?
Dating men.
I lose
is
my track of
expected.
thought. Oh, I don't know if it's expected,
Yeah.
but it definitely is what should happen.
I think.
Yeah. And I also think that
What about you? What are your thoughts?
my thoughts are that
She seems a bit hesitant and like
It could-
like there's somebody back home who will be like, What? What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you
Yeah.
mean? I gave you everything. I gave you everything.
Nah,
And this is what you're saying?
no nigga has ever given me everything.
Oh.
well,
Oh. How about you? How about you?
okay, look, guys, no, this
Yeah.
is not what we're doing. This is what I think. I
Yeah.
think that in South Africa,
Yeah.
just as everywhere else, because the women are disenfranchised, it just so happens that men oftentimes are able to take care of you. But
Yeah.
at the same time, there's a big thing of, because of how much abuse there is in terms of men and women, there's a lot of people that would discourage you from doing that because you know that if you depend on a man, he's more likely, or you have very little resource to leave if
Yeah.
he's being abusive, you know, because of how big
Abusive in
yes,
what
because of
way?
how big domestic
saying
abuse is.
Saying rich men are
Not
abusive.
only, not only. Every man, all men are. So in South Africa, yeah, domestic abuse is huge.
No,
so
you're lying.
Oh, it's
for real,
massive.
for serious, it's huge.
Like, that's an actual thing.
Like it's
Yeah.
big.
We have
big.
16 days of activism against it
It's huge.
year.
It's huge. Like 9 times, like every woman, as a person, I know someone who's been beaten by their husband or their boyfriend.
Have you
In every
experienced
circle.
it?
For me personally,
Yeah.
no, I've never been abused. Thank
You?
God.
No, neither have I.
Not now, you never know.
How do you know they're lying?
Oh, because you see it.
Oh man, okay, yeah.
Because you see it.
Clearly.
Because you see the bruises and you see,
Yeah, but that's also like, I know that's something that actually has to be taken like seriously, and you can't really take it for granted, especially if you have like maybe young men who are seeing like this happen around them,
Exactly.
and then they think, and then it's
Okay.
normalized, so
Yeah.
it's okay. So like if a woman does this, you're just
you just
generally
slap her
supposed
around.
to.
Just,
Oh, is that a thing that?
yeah, just slap her
Yeah.
around.
It is.
Yeah, just to get it back on track.
Yeah,
just straighten out.
just like papa.
Yeah.
Just once or twice.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
now,
really.
now that's ridiculous.
No,
though.
it's terrible.
Okay,
When
but
you-
that's bad.
when you're
that's bad.
outside of it, it seems ridiculous, but most of the time it's so normalized, like you're saying. So it makes sense. Like if my woman,
Okay,
isn't-
now listen. I have something. Yeah. Just since because we're talking about this, just hold on.
and I just want to say something quickly before we
Oh,
carry
you
on.
want to check your message?
Yeah,
Is
we got a
it some-
call.
Is it something we can add to the podcast?
We could
We
if we
could. I
wanted
think we
to.
should add it to the podcast.
Wait, before we carry
What?
on, I just want to say she said she wanted to take a sip of the hot chocolate. She just finished my hot chocolate. So he will get me
so
another one.
Yeah, for sure. You need a refill?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Please.
So let me see if my favorite waiter is.
You have a favorite waiter?
Yeah, like they all know me. They're just
I
the
like
best.
this place.
Do we have to
Oh my
leave?
god, he's not seeing me.
No, it's
So
fine.
we were, but yeah, once he just notices,
Yeah.
we'll definitely make that order. So we were saying something really sensitive. You shouldn't be smiling at this part.
Oh, is that what I
Yeah.
thought we were talking about
switch,
the phone
switch
call.
back, switch
Oh,
back.
switch back.
Now we'll go back to the phone
Okay,
call.
like that.
Oh my
Okay,
god. Oh my god, the mood would be just like, and then like, oh, guys are smiling, and then, oh shit. They're like, are they taking this seriously?
We're
Huh?
taking this very seriously.
Yeah,
But
so
you know
like you
what?
said-
Life is tough, so sometimes you have to talk about the tough things and you also have to smile a bit.
No, true. Because
important.
that's what gets you through the tough
Exactly.
times.
Exactly.
So you were saying about how
So I was
this
saying
is just
that
normalized. And
yeah, it's normalized. And so as a woman, you are encouraged by, I know definitely by my grandmother,
Yeah.
to make sure that I've got my own money, because if I depend on a man and he beats me, I won't be able to leave. And so that's kind of the thing that I was.
And that's very important because that's like almost like a lot of women that I've interviewed on my podcast are so self-driven. And it's just that there's some people, there's some young girls who maybe don't understand this concept because somebody's showering you with all these things. So what happens when he pulls out and you're in a situation where you have a baby already, a baby or
Exactly.
two, and you actually forgot about work and
Exactly.
everything. You don't even know how to make money anymore because you just dedicated your whole life to just,
Exactly.
being blessed and showered with all this money.
I'd
Look,
like to
if
be
you're gonna
blessed
be
and
blessed,
showered.
yeah.
But I also wanna basically I don't know if I've spoken to you. I can't remember that for me being
Yeah.
an independent woman means
Yeah.
making my own money, right?
Yeah.
But I'd like to not use it.
So if like I can make
Oh, wow.
my money and
Oh,
then
wow.
still have someone else like to just sustain my daily lifestyle.
Or is this where, because there's this thing where like, if I make my money, it's our money, and then if you make your money, that's your money?
Oh, I would
Is that what we're
Precisely.
talking about?
That's
Precisely.
ideal.
Okay.
Except I really
Listen, but that's why you also have to understand when somebody like a man is putting in that work, is coming in late, maybe
Yeah, exactly.
at home, maybe you should just cut
Makes
him
sense.
some slack,
Yeah.
because as long as he's bringing in that bag.
yes, and it's going
You know,
to work and not
yeah.
another woman.
Yeah, it shouldn't be, because I also think you have to have like a lot of free time to be just like a playboy. Because if you're up into your
Yeah.
business, like you really don't have the time.
You don't have the time.
Yeah. And-
But people make time for things that is important to them.
Yeah. No, that's.
I've made time for things that have been important to me, and I'm a very busy woman.
Oh, okay. Are you talking about male prostitutes or?
No, man, that's not what I'm talking about.
Because I mean, I get lost
I
like
don't
just like that. I
understand.
just get
I
lost
don't
like this
understand what it
because
even means.
I don't even know. Because what are you saying? You get time for?
Please explain to me where you got male prostitutes. from what I said.
Cause how you're saying it's like I'm way too busy with my work.
Yes.
So the little time that I get, I might need to entertain myself.
Yes.
So you make time to entertain yourself with.
Yes.
And
But with a male prostitute?
who else would be available by just a snap of a finger? Because the rest of the time you're busy.
Any man?
You'd be surprised.
Oh yeah, true that.
Not a male prostitute, No.
But you know, like those ones are there to do their job and then just let you go. They won't be like, yo, wow, where are you? I mean, you didn't
Yeah,
send
no.
me a text.
That's actually part of the reason I like being single, because I enjoy living life on my own terms and not having people control me. I like controlling people, but I don't like being controlled, which is funny.
for,
but anyway.
for how long have you been single?
I don't like saying this because now it's been like a year and a bit. But I want to say it, but it's been longer because the person that I dated before was only for 3 months. And then before that, I was single for a long time. But I'm never really like single.
Oh, okay.
I'm single, but I'm never really like single.
How about you? When was the last time like you were in something that, you know?
August last year. Yeah,
For how long had you been dating?
it was 8 months.
8 months? Was that like the longest? Or?
Oh no, that's not the longest.
So what made it not work? Because I get just that whole sense of, because even for, a lot of South African, coincidentally, the ones that I've met, they're all single. Why?
Wanna
you'd
get
say,
our money.
oh,
When I get that
you
quiet.
can't get that money with a man on your side?
No,
Really?
you can, but
Or it's just too much issues that are
you
gonna
don't
be
want
on
to
the table?
divide your attention. See,
You'd rather focus
on one thing, and then because I know we can have it all, but most of the time you can't have it all at the same time. You see, and so as a woman, when you're in a relationship, 9 times out of 10, I know for myself as well, I divide my attention between my person and which is really silly, but it happens, you know.
Yeah.
And it happens automatically. You don't really have to think about it, but you know.
Yeah.
And I don't want that.
Yeah.
You know, I want to travel the world. I want to make money.
Because I have this really good friend of mine. She's also very big in social media. And, you know, she's always like all about this, like, you know, I'd never cook for a man. I'd never make time for a man. I'd never do A, B, C, and D. And every time she falls in love with someone,
Because
you see her Instagram, she's frying food in the morning and all that. Yeah, so I get what you're talking about.
Yeah, we've been taught that to cater to men. So whenever a man comes in, it's the
Absolutely.
default. So you have to actually fight against it and unlearn it.
And it's tough. So that's why
So,
I
but
know.
do you guys normally do that? Like when like you're
When
in
I'm in a
love
relation-
or in a relationship, like just
I do.
like how's your culture? Like how do you treat your man? Like if
I think it's like most cultures as well.
do you guys
where
believe in gender roles first of all?
most South Africans do.
Yeah.
They do?
Definitely. Yeah.
It's
So
strong,
Yeah.
Very much.
cultural.
Culturally, it is.
very culturally strong. In fact, even outside of a relationship, gender roles are strictly enforced. I remember
Yeah.
this one day. I was at work in corporate
Yeah.
So like I'm a young woman, right? I went to
Getting
the
your
kitchen.
own money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now.
Yeah.
I went to the kitchen to make tea.
Yeah.
Did a male colleague of mine not say, and then,
Yeah.
aren't you making me tea?
What?
Huh?
I was like, what does that even mean? And he's like, I take 1 spoon of sugar. I couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah.
I literally
One-
I burst
one
out
spoon-
laughing
one
because I'm like, so I think
Oh,
he's
you
kidding.
laughed at him?
Yes, because obviously
thought he
I'm
was
thinking-
joking?
Yeah, I'm like, obviously it's a joke.
But
No.
did he ask politely or
No, he
was serious
he was
expecting?
seriously was expecting me to make him the tea.
Oh, wow.
So it was like he was surprised that I'm laughing, that I thought it was a joke. He was like, who's gonna make me tea? And I'm like,
You do not have hands.
Who's gonna make
honestly,
me?
I'm not even your girlfriend. I don't even understand.
Okay, yeah,
We
'cause
are
that's
work
just- yeah, yeah.
colleagues. It was just so strange to me. And
Yeah.
I wasn't the only person. I remember someone on Twitter talked about it, Musangwa Beni, who's like a feminist Twitter friend of mine.
Oh yeah,
Anyway,
and then we're going to the feminist
Yeah,
thing
okay.
right now.
All
We
the
have to
time.
talk. We have to touch on that
all the time.
Yeah.
So then she tweeted about how men at work
Yeah.
expected to make tea as well. And you're like, it's so weird. I don't understand.
It's okay. I mean, if that's your job, yeah.
Exactly, but that's not my job. It's
Yeah.
so strange.
Yeah, because I'm just guessing. If you're in an office setting, I'd make my own tea anyway.
Yes.
And if, of course, I like a girl, I'll make her tea. Of course.
So gender roles are enforced in relationships and outside.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
it's very important we have to unlearn it. I know I have to
No, but do you
unlearn all the
think
time.
they're important in the current society or no?
What, to stick to them?
Yeah. Like, do you think it's good to like keep teaching kids about them or
No.
no?
For in my culture, Zulu culture, the men
Yeah.
are catered to a lot. Like if someone comes to visit at home,
Yeah.
it's me and my brother.
Yeah.
I'm the one who will get up and make something for all the guests. While
But
my brother
because
just
but you feel like, you're being
Yeah, it's not because I'm not making the tea because I want to make the tea. I'm making the tea because I'm expected to make the tea.
Because you're a woman.
Because I'm a
goddamn.
woman.
You
Yeah.
might be terrible at making tea.
Yeah, I could be the worst
Tea maker, but
in
you
the
always
world,
make the tea.
but I will make the tea, and my brother will sit down
Yeah.
and relax.
And your brother might be a better tea maker than you.
Yeah, yeah.
So
But-
that's fundamentally that's my issue with it, is that
but if it's being taught, do you think it's important or no?
not important.
Really?
I think that a role should be based on
So what
your
hap-
abilities versus me being a woman. I should not make tea just because I'm a woman. I should make tea because I'm best at making tea. So if her brother is better at making tea than she is, then her brother must make tea. It's so simple.
But maybe they prefer you because you're really good at doing it.
Are you? No.
Plus,
No.
because think about it this way. No. Because if you're the one who's been doing it for the longest time, there is no way you can tell me. Not unless you
the
just go and
only
make the
reason
tea.
I'm doing it
You put
all the
salt in the
time.
tea.
That's what I should do.
Yeah, if you do that, it might actually work. Like, what? Who made this tea? We don't need her to serve us again. Yeah, yeah.
Because I make coffee for my mom every night.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start putting just a little bit of
Just a little.
salt. Just a little.
But I think, well, when it comes to such things like maybe kitchen, and this is just my thoughts. I'm just thinking like if there's like a woman in the house, it's also like the easiest and best way you can bond like with your daughter if that's your thing. If like you're in the kitchen, like would you call your son or your daughter to come and just help you with the
See,
work?
I like what you're saying, because especially when you say that
Because, okay, sorry to cut you off,
What's
because I know I just forget about what I'm supposed to say so fast, so I really need to say it. So, and I'm thinking just like as a parent, because, kids grow up so fast, the little time that you get to spend with your kids would be you doing something that you're doing on a regular. That's just not like work or anything. So maybe once you get home after work, they're coming back from school, definitely guessing like, okay, if it's just the mom and the daughter, definitely they end up doing something together in the kitchen. If it's father and son, they end up doing something that's more manly, I guess, together. Not like it's a must. I'm not saying it's a must, but that's the easiest way you can bond with your kids.
Yeah.
So I guess that's where the natural enforcement comes in. But
Exactly.
in some tribes in Kenya, like you're actually forced. You have to, like if you're a girl, you need to know how to cook by the time like you're like 12 or something. That's in some cultures here.
I like that, because it's true. Like we said, it happens automatically,
Yeah.
So I learned how to cook because my aunt was cooking, and so
Yeah.
I would be sitting with her and I'd learn how to cook as well. I remember this past Christmas, I went back home for Christmas,
Yeah.
and it was so hot in the kitchen, and there were kids everywhere, and I was just like to everyone, get out of the kitchen. Get out of the kitchen, I'm cooking. Because we
Yeah.
were cooking Christmas lunch, and it was literally, it was like 40 degrees here.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
hot.
It's crazy.
So I told everyone to get out of the kitchen, get out of the kitchen, get out of the kitchen. And then I needed someone to be there to help me, like if I need a pot there or whatever. So, so then I told my little cousin, to come, and then he came and was like the one who was getting me pots and whatever. Then my older aunt, like 67, came, and she's like,
Do you need a refill?
Nah, I'm good. I still got it.
Oh, okay.
my older aunt came, and then she said, why is he in the kitchen? And I'm like, because I
Yeah.
need someone to help me. And she's like, get that girl to help you. And I'm like, no, it doesn't matter who helps me.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. He can stay. It's chill. It's all right.
Yeah.
And then she was like, no, girls are not in the kitchen. And I was like, okay. So there we
Do you
go.
think that would make?
reinforcing it
Do you
again.
think it would make like boys be too soft if they're doing a lot of girly stuff? The house.
No.
And
No?
also, I don't think-
what's girly stuff? Like, why is cooking girly?
Maybe I'm helping my mom to put makeup on.
I don't think, but what's wrong? I don't think there's something wrong with why it's so bad about boys being soft. Because if you look at the suicide rates, it's men. Because men are hard.
Yeah.
And,
can't show
'cause-
emotion.
exactly, because patriarchy isn't only bad for women, it's also
Definite-
bad for men.
Definitely for sons, they should be out playing with snakes, boxing, kickboxing, jumping off cliffs,
Jumping off and doing all that stuff.
riding bikes without helmets.
Yes, absolutely.
You have to you have a helmet on.
Yeah, man.
Get that thing off.
Yes.
Now. Now.
Exactly.
Okay,
And
but
you're
I get what you're
you get what I'm
saying.
saying? So I don't
Yeah.
think so,
But yeah, the suicide thing, it's definitely true.
yeah, I remember there's this other quote by this other lady called Nara Wahid, and she said
Yeah.
she is at peace when she sees some softness in a man's eyes, because because she sees he's more at home with himself. You know, when you're not
Somebody who cries a lot, or what does she
you don't
mean
have
by
to,
that?
like I cry a lot because I'm Danisa. I have a friend who does not cry a lot, and she's a girl.
You cry a lot?
All the time. All the time. When I'm happy, when I'm sad, when I'm
All the
PMSing,
time.
when I'm ovulating.
Okay, let's hope you cry after you have this breakfast today, because this
I'm
breakfast
probably
is
gonna cry after the
bomb.
breakfast. And that time
Fire.
breakfast is my favorite meal of the day, you guys. Like there's nothing I love more than breakfast.
And you know the thing about here, they serve breakfast from 7 a.m.
Yeah.
till midnight.
Oh, that's what
Until
I
midnight.
love.
Yeah.
You're talking
That's what
nonsense
I
to me.
love.
And that's why, like, for me, I can just walk in at any
Oh
time.
my word, I love
Plus,
that.
I'm a bachelor, so I mean, I'm guessing anytime I just wake up, I chill. Like, should I fix something? I'm
No.
like, no.
Let me go have breakfast.
Let me just go have breakfast.
I love
know
breakfast.
it's 1 p.m., but
But
let me
let me
go
have
have
breakfast.
breakfast. Yeah.
I'm the
So,
same thing as well. So I live alone as well.
Yeah.
So I will have breakfast at 2.
my kind of person.
I'll be like having croissants and some eggs and some bacon at 2, and I'm just like, yeah, it's still breakfast.
So we were talking about traveling, and we just went off.
yeah.
I know we went
Yeah.
off
But
track.
this is cool
but
because
it's
we are
good
conversation.
the conversation is just
Flowing.
it's just
Yeah.
supposed to flow like that. So don't mind coming back to
Yes,
the,
let's go back to traveling.
what were we talking about right now? Just the gender roles,
Yeah,
right?
right,
yeah.
right.
So talking about traveling, I was explaining how, like, once I started traveling, I started respecting cultures and stuff, because I know, like, I was having this conversation with my friend, and then he was saying, like people from this country, they're not beautiful. I'm saying, like, you cannot say something like that. That just sounds way too. I mean, I don't even understand.
What is that? What do you mean? Yeah.
Well, what do you even mean by that? You can't say a whole segment of a country like doesn't have beautiful people. What are you trying to say? She's like, I'm saying the truth. I'm like, let me see the picture of your girlfriend. Like, no. I'm like, no. Let's see. Let's see what standards you're talking
Yeah.
about. Because you see, the problem is, like, you're so used to just one kind of person or community, and then when you get to something that's different to you, you're like, no. You just be like dismissive, like, no, I don't want this. And that's why even like religion, you have to be respectful to all these things, especially when you start traveling, you get to start understanding more and
definitely.
respecting and appreciating them even more. And you even see beauty in different kinds of people. Because
Exactly.
I mean, I have friends who like just say, like, I think like white girls are just the ones who are beautiful. I don't think black girls are beautiful. I have people who say that. And
Have they been to South Africa?
listen, 'cause, I keep telling people, but Tanzanians also they have like a similar vibe with you guys, so they also have like something similar going, like banging bodies, natural, beautiful, and I mean they're just free. Kenya, I think we are influenced with so many different cultures, and I think that's why even when you're in a club, you'll just see people dressed so differently. You wouldn't say this is a Kenyan when you see them dressing. Of course, not talking. I mean, I'm also part of that spoiled culture as well, because I
Hence the new
think
Puma shoes that
Nice.
apparently he
Ooh,
got
hello.
for today's
Hello.
podcast.
Hey.
I'm always, but that's shoes. But I'm just saying, you'd notice even like in our music, we don't have something that's distinctive about us. Yeah. Or do you know any Kenyan artists?
No.
You see,
Not even
guys,
one.
that's what I was
But-
talking
and
about.
before
You
we
can't
came-
identify that.
Before we came, we did download some Kenyan music.
Yeah.
Sauti Sol.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Them they have the Kenyan vibe.
Yeah.
They definitely give you that Swahili culture vibe, and I think that's why a lot of people can relate and connect to them. And they're always like being nominated in a lot of stuff, even in SA.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we saw them at Diani.
Oh yeah.
They who performed for the New Year's Eve? They did?
Yeah, I think.
No, it wasn't them.
Was it? Who was it?
It was some guy. I don't know.
Oh no, Nyashinsky. He had
Yes,
dreads?
yes.
How was his performance?
I don't remember.
Oh my.
Look, all we know about that night was that it was amazing. And
But
best New Year's I've
you
had.
see, when I recommended that party, did it disappoint you in any way?
No, it didn't.
It exceeded
Our
our
expectation.
actually.
We literally went to Diani to go
Yeah.
to the beach for a little bit
Yeah.
and then go back to Mombasa. And then we ended up going back to Mombasa
Yeah.
at 4 a.m.
That's what I'm talking
Only
about.
because we had a flight to catch. as
Exactly.
well,
If we
yeah.
didn't have a flight to catch, you'd have stayed.
You'd have definitely stayed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
Okay, so which countries do you guys like plan on
Going to.
going to next? Because you said you're definitely coming back to Kenya.
Yes, definitely.
But you know there's so many other countries. If
Yes.
that's what you have like on your list, on your to-do list,
Yeah.
like what do you have your eyes set on?
This year, end
Yeah.
of the year, Ghana.
Man, okay, here's the thing.
Yeah.
All Americans are going to Ghana and Nigeria right now.
Really?
But it's because of the Afrobeats thing.
Yeah.
And
okay.
like but I like and I understand why, because they are so proud of their culture
Yeah.
that it's gotten to a point where like everybody's now like, because
Want it.
a long time ago it was just like the American culture or slightly British, but the Ghanaians
Afrobeats.
and Nigerians
Yeah.
have really pushed
Yeah,
the
they have.
envelope. Like you see people doing dances from like Russia and they're dancing like a Ghanaian song,
Yeah.
Nigerian,
They don't know what they say.
Wizkid and Davido. I mean,
They've done the most,
mad
yeah.
respect to
Yeah,
that,
definitely.
because they've also set like a platform for all these other African
Yeah,
countries to like, you know,
exactly.
be proud of where you come from.
And even in South Africa, like Afrobeats is huge. You know?
It is.
It's
It
huge.
is.
Like at a club.
But
like,
for you guys, you've always been like, you know, the steps and dancing and just like you've always been at it for the longest time, and we knew that's like just enough South African thing. But I think Nigerians
Yeah,
and
they
Ghanaians,
pushed
they've
it.
definitely
Yeah.
overtaken you guys a bit.
they have.
No, it's fine. Yeah,
Definitely.
They have, right?
They
It's
really
okay.
have.
'Cause
They're amazing.
nowadays you go to some celebrity that you're following, maybe an American, you'd see them in Ghana just
Yeah.
chilling, eating those
Yeah.
African foods, fabrics. You're like, oh,
Can't
damn,
wait.
we
Can't
really
wait.
need to actually. So that for Kenyans, I think we need to do that a bit more.
But for me, I think it's strange though, because in Mombasa and in
Yeah.
Lamu,
Yeah.
it seems very cultural. And
No, they are.
and
They're rich
like,
in
they
culture.
are rich in culture and they're proud of it. And
Yeah.
you don't speak much English. You know,
Yeah.
here it's very westernized in Nairobi.
It is.
It's very westernized.
It is.
So I don't think it's all of Kenya. I think I definitely felt like in Lamu and in Mombasa, people were very.
That's why we normally just go there in December, because now you can just, you know, just chill, have local
wonderful.
foods, just
wonderful.
you know, walk by the roadside and like let me have a coconut. I mean,
Literally.
because now where do you even get a coconut in Nairobi?
Are there coconut trees in Nairobi?
No, not even that. Like even if they're brought to this side, where do you actually
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
them?
Yeah.
That's
and
the thing.
when we were walking the streets of Lamu,
Yeah.
we walked and then
Did you ride donkeys?
We didn't. We
did.
didn't.
that's why we're going back.
Oh, okay.
We have to-
Okay.
to ride a donkey.
Okay. Okay.
And to get married.
Oh.
What?
Did you like them? Or the two of you, or with the Lamu people? Look
Let's
at
just
her.
say she has a fiance waiting for her in
Oh,
Lamu.
you met some guy in Lamu? Are those
Public,
beach,
this is a disclosure.
shirtless, those guys who
to
don't wear
everyone
shirts and
listening
just
that I am very
dive
single.
and spear fishing and
Before inkomo zifika ekhaya, before kuthathe home kaya anina nuna, okay, before we get cows and lobola, I'm very single. Thanks.
oh, okay. but did you what did you think of the culture there? No, the men there.
I loved it, and I think not only the men that are
Her laugh
attractive-
tells me a different story.
Okay, guys, it's a guy that I met that's cool. It's chill. Oh my gosh.
Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff.
He
No,
said
but-
it's my fiance, but I don't. Like I said before, there are cows. That's
Yeah.
in my culture.
yeah.
Before there are cows.
It's also common, right? Like right here.
Yeah.
As well. Yeah.
Before there are cows,
Yeah.
I'm very much single. So
Okay.
anyway, the men they are also like just.
Does
in-
he have Wi-Fi at least? Oh no, he won't watch this video, so he won't
No,
even
oh,
know.
No, he's not gonna,
I won't
no,
even
he's not gonna
know.
watch the video. Don't worry, it's fine. Other people might watch the video, but hey,
But here's the thing. Speaking of just being proud of your cultures and stuff, as South Africans, how do you guys think you carry yourselves? Do you think you push out the South African energy enough
I
for
don't.
people to absorb it, or because now it's like the before, like way back when Gods Must Be Crazy movie came out. That's when like the clicking. You said your language is called what's the name?
Shitsonga,
Shitso?
Shitsonga,
Shitsong.
Zonga.
Tsonga.
Where does the click come in?
Doesn't have a click.
Oh no! Okay.
But
Okay,
also,
so
Herman doesn't really have a click either in the
Not in the
word.
name.
Yeah.
but yeah,
Closer has a click. Well, not a click, but,
but apart from okay, that's why I think maybe Shadzo Majozi has also pushed that, and I think a lot of people notice like, oh, okay, we really do like that.
Yeah.
Because it was a bit silent for a bit, and I think maybe you guys will. What's your music style? Is it Afrobeat? Oh, it's.
You guys play a lot of it here.
No, we do.
I was at the club yesterday.
Oh, we don't know what you guys are saying, but the beats. Oh my
Do you know
God!
that? Idibala.
Of course, of course, of course, of course, of course, of course, of course. But so, I mean, you also have been a great influence in a bit, but lately, definitely Nigeria and Ghana, they take the flag. So apart from Ghana, where else?
So the
Nigeria?
plan, not next
Not-
year,
yeah,
not
not-
this year, maybe next year, we don't know. But the plan is to do Mozambique, to do Lamu. So we're actually going to Lamu, not come to Nairobi. Going to
I'm
Lamu.
going back to that to see that guy.
No, it's
No,
the place.
it's the place. It's not
Okay,
the
if
man.
you say so, if you
Imagine
say so.
going to a whole
Let's
country
go
for
with that
man.
theory.
Imagine leaving your country to go to another country for a man.
The whole
Listen.
man can't do
Oh
it.
my
I'm here,
word.
people. I'm here. Girls are saying Kenyan men are trash. Somebody's taking a plane ticket to come back to Lamu to ride a donkey and go by the sea, so that this guy can go and dive in the ocean, come out with
a
a
fish.
with a
fish for
fish or an octopus. And like, yo, this is for you, my darling. So don't say
My
Kenyan men are
sweetie.
trash. Don't say Kenyan men are trash. But I do admire
funny.
that. But okay, apart from Lamu, is there any other
Want to go to?
country that?
We might go to Thailand. So those are the four countries: Kenya, Ghana, definitely, Mozambique, and then maybe Thailand.
Okay. And in fact, I have. Okay, let's say once we're done with this, we go to the Giraffe Center. If you guys will be hungry, we can go to that burger place.
See how you said that burger.
Burger place. Yeah. It's owned by these two half Nigerians, half Kenyans, but they have a fusion of like these flavors in the burgers. I'm sure you guys will love that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a
So
plan.
definitely, but it's just all dependent on the weather. But the giraffe thing is like 5 minutes away from here. So I just picked somewhere that's close to where we're from, and then we just
See from there.
bounce there.
Okay.
Yeah. So apart
Sounds like a
from,
plan.
we've talked dating, we've talked about travel, we've talked about
Love and dating.
okay, speaking of that, what are you into? First of all, I have to ask this: do you like guys or do you like chicks?
I like who I like.
Okay. Okay.
That's
Okay. Okay. So,
So-
I'm guessing that means both, right?
Yeah.
And you?
I'm kind of, sort of, almost not really heterosexual.
What do you mean?
That's how I describe myself to people. Kind of, sort of.
What does
almost
she
not really.
mean?
Kind of, sort of, almost not really. Kinda.
Like guys sometimes.
Yeah.
But you're more into girls.
I don't know. No, I think. I don't know if I can say this.
Just say it.
I like having sex with men. But I
But
like.
you like girls' companionship.
Yes. That's it. Exactly. Definitely. Prefer women companionship, but prefer having sex with men.
You're definitely freaky.
Well,
Because
Hey.
she's choosing the best of both worlds. Like
Exactly.
Like they're good
Exactly.
at companionship. Okay. And they're good at sex. All
there
this.
we go.
So,
However, it's
however-
debatable if men are better at sex than women. But I mean,
Is it?
yeah, it's debatable.
It is.
Definitely.
What do you
I
think?
had,
She's actually just twitching. She's like she wants to say something. Say what you want to say. What do you want to say?
I think. Oh, I had an encounter last night
Oh,
with
Oh.
with the lovely woman.
okay.
And hey, the jury is out on if men are actually better because
Wow.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Kenyan?
At the same time, I don't actually think that it's a man and a guy thing. I think some people just know how to have sex. Some
Yeah.
people know how
Yeah.
to have sex.
Okay.
Actually, I think that's what it is. And some people.
I
need
think men. What could be a problem with men is that they look for satisfaction for themselves first, and then don't really please the women. But if you get someone who actually, where
Yeah. Where do they do this? But those are South
in-
African men,
in
definitely.
South Africa, I guess maybe.
Oh, but yeah, because like even the way you've expressed how the whole culture is about men being taken care of, I think that also contributes to that as well.
Yeah.
Because like maybe once I'm done, I mean, it's a wrap.
Oh gosh,
That would
imagine.
never. Oh my, can you imagine?
I'm guessing, yeah, it would be like a big
But like
influence.
I think for me personally, I've just been lucky, I guess,
Yeah.
that the men that I'm God.
That you keep switching up, huh?
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
if I say that, I'm not like that.
Where is this going?
Look, I'll post it on my Instagram as well if anyone is interested to know.
Yeah.
Because like
Yeah.
I'm grown.
Yeah.
I'm a grown woman.
I
like,
mean,
it's fine.
and you see, the thing is, like, it's important to have these conversations because we can have them under the wraps, and then some people don't really understand. Like,
yeah.
maybe somebody is like, okay, maybe I like girls, but I mean,
Yeah.
I'm into something else.
Yeah.
But they don't understand, like, it can just be like your lifestyle. I
And I
mean,
think-
choose what you like.
Exactly.
Go with the flow.
It doesn't have to be very
If that makes you
stringent.
happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how is it taken there? How is it taken in SA?
I think it depends where you are.
Because I see you guys, like, I mean, you seem to be more open to that. I have a lady friend, what's her name? She owns this radio station, Trans Africa radio station. Do you listen to it?
I don't listen to it, but I saw it somewhere. I think I was at a salon.
Yeah.
Salon.
She's good friends. I mean, after I went there for like 2 times with different clients, became good friends. But I saw they did earlier this year like a gay pride thing,
Yeah.
like parade or something, hosted, and they were hosting, I think, a podcast or something. So I mean, it's also important to, I think, just educate on or have these conversations, because the problem comes in if you don't have these conversations. People feel like, you know, maybe this is not right. I'm not doing something that's right. Actually, in some countries it's illegal.
Yeah,
Just here in
exactly.
Uganda, I mean, but I don't think for chicks they'd have a problem with chicks. But for guys in Uganda,
Yeah, definitely.
they
Patriarchy.
they definitely kill you. They kill you.
Yeah. So that's the thing. It's I think that it depends where you are.
Yeah.
In some areas, women actually, there's a lot of corrective rape, and a lot of lesbian women are killed in the townships. You know.
What do you mean?
So, for example, if
Townships?
yeah, so in
Oh yeah. Do you
the
guys have
ghetto, I
townships
guess,
here?
What's
or
that?
the hood.
Like the hood.
Oh, like in, oh.
Okay.
Are you asking if we have hoods in Kenya?
I haven't seen
anything.
And in South Africa, you will drive 1 kilometer
Yeah.
and you will see one.
It's obvious. It's
That's
so
why I
obvious.
wasn't even like moving around in SA, because every time I go online and I see like, it's actually, I saw a news anchor being robbed. Now I was like, okay,
Oh, but
if
you have
somebody's
to
not
immerse
picking me
yourself.
up here, I'm not
We
going.
definitely immersed ourselves in Kenyan culture. We took like a
We have hoods. trust me.
ferry, and it was a lot, but we just
But I mean, if I was to go there to show you around, I definitely need some help with people. I'd have to call guys from the hood, but I'm not going to the hood.
Is it far out the city?
No.
Okay.
We have Kibera here. It's like the biggest slum.
Oh yes, I've heard about it.
Yeah.
I've heard
I
about
mean,
it.
I can give you directions to go to the
But you're not
place.
you're
So
not-
just call me once you're done.
Okay, and you pick us
And-
up at the door.
Yeah,
Okay.
just
Okay.
somewhere. Yeah, just somewhere. I'll just be waiting
Got
some-
it, got it.
across the road. Just like if you guys are good.
What
Okay.
Balen and I was saying is that in our travels, we like to immerse ourselves in
Sorry.
culture.
Thank you.
We like to immerse ourselves in culture, and so if you're
Yeah.
the kind of person like you who's not trying to get robbed,
Yeah.
don't come with us.
Because like for me, it's definitely because I'm always walking like with
Yes,
a lot of
yeah,
expensive
I
stuff.
understand.
So somebody might steal it, and they don't even know what it is, so they sell it probably for like quarter the price or
Yeah.
next to nothing. And I'm definitely always moving.
Yeah,
Because even after maybe I take you guys to the burger place, I have to go and meet another client and do like voiceovers with them. I'm always having like expensive gear with me.
Yeah.
So that's why even for me to move, because there are some places where like housing is cheaper, but I can't move to those places because of my gear. Sometimes I'm even like just chucking my skateboard in the house and just cruising. There's some hoods they see on a skateboard. It's lunchtime. It's lunchtime. It's lunchtime. So yeah, we do have hoods
Yeah.
in Kenya as well, and they're also like just the same. Very how can I say it? Very, is this my level? They're like places where you really need to be careful moving around. You can't just be reckless.
Yeah.
I'm guessing like it's the same thing in SA.
Definitely.
But you see, if I'm new to a place, I wouldn't put myself in that situation.
Definitely.
But unless I have somebody who's telling me like, no, listen, I got you. Nobody's going to do anything to you.
Yeah.
So,
Makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know
So what were you saying about the town? You're saying lesbians
sorry.
get...
I was saying that, so it's very open, right? But it depends where you are. So the more urban areas, chill, hold your girl's hand, it's fine.
Yeah.
But definitely in the more rural areas, in the townships, in the hood, then it's dangerous.
So they kill more lesbians than like gay guys, or what are you saying?
So they're trying to correct them from being lesbian. So if fix them. So if a guy has sex with a lesbian woman, they believe that then they will be straight.
So the only reason you're
So
lesbian
they
is because
rape
you've never had good dick.
What do you think
About what?
about that?
It's rape.
No.
I call bullshit.
I'm not talking about the forcing part.
Oh.
I'm not
Talking about the changing thing.
Yeah.
No,
No.
I promise.
Because there's some people who normally say like, okay, maybe she just hasn't slept with.
No.
Or they'll say maybe they were abused when they were young. Or they'll say you just haven't had a good sexual experience. Because like, let's say in my country, there's some cultures that have the FGM. You know about it?
Yeah.
Female genital mutilation.
yeah.
Yeah, so that definitely messes up, I think, like just a girl's mind on
And
a
sexual
lot
pleasure.
of sexual ways. Now, you don't even know about sexual pleasure and stuff. So most of them would be made that way so that they can just be for giving birth to kids.
Yeah.
And the comfort that they might end up seeking would be from like females, and most of them even get or tend to get female lovers just goes on the side, on the low, just because that's more, they get more intimacy from that, because from their culture it's just bang bang, get a kid. Yeah. Or if a guy is coming in, he's drunk or whatever, he's just taking care of his business, and you doesn't take care of you. But from you, I can see you crave sexual satisfaction. Okay? It's like a must-have.
What's the purpose? Why are we doing it if we don't get
How
any
about you?
pleasure?
No, please. If I'm not done, we're not done.
Jesus Christ. If you're not done,
We're not done.
oh shit.
We're not finished. Like what? But also again, like I said,
Yeah.
like I'm actually really lucky because people in my life don't play that. That's not the kind of game I play.
Yeah.
But also, I feel like we would speak up.
So do you
I'd be like,
have?
what are you doing?
Yeah.
So do you have these conversations with your partner before,
I don't know. I think
after, or during? Do you say what you like? Do you say what you like to the person? Like,
depends,
listen,
I
this is
mean.
what I'm into.
No, I'm not.
Don't put your thumb in my. No, I.
do it if you wanna. I'm kidding. Only if you are.
No, I'm just saying, because how does somebody know? Because I'm guessing, like, if you're marrying somebody from a different culture, there must be, it might be different.
Yeah, I think
Because
the
you see, like
concept-
in Uganda, they teach their women, like old women teach their women or ladies when they're young how to satisfy their men. So for them, like, I think their first priority is to satisfy the
Yeah.
guy, even though they're into the whole, they're really, I hear they're freaks. That's what I hear.
I'd like to find out.
No, listen, if you go to Uganda, I hear that
Ugandan
When we're going
women,
to
hit me
Uganda,
up.
they have
Actually
like,
wanna go.
they have local women who have classes teaching women on
yeah?
just sexual satisfaction, or even how to get off on your own.
Hey,
Hey.
I'm with it. That's really cool.
So
That's actually very progressive.
They're
I
not
like that.
they're not ashamed about that. So that's one of their
Okay, we're
things
going
that
to Uganda.
definitely.
I can teach how to satisfy a man or how to satisfy yourself.
Oh wow.
I'm with it. I'm holding classes every Tuesday
Hey.
from 8:30 till 7.
Hey.
I'll put the link in the bio.
8:30 till the whole day.
8:30
whole
until
day.
morning until 7. One class
That
and you'll know
definitely-
everything.
And who's working? Who's paying the rent? If you both just just hanging.
I'm teaching the classes. You're gonna
Are
pay.
the
Okay.
practicals?
Yes, they're practice. I mean, listen, if you wanna. I'm
That's
kidding.
understandable though, but I'm just saying, like, such conversations you definitely might want to have them,
Definitely.
so that there are no
Agree.
misunderstandings,
Yeah.
so that but at times maybe it's too late or it's too early to have that conversation. It might
to
scare
figure out.
someone away.
Yeah.
I might just start talking about some shit I'm not into, and then I'm like,
But I feel like that's okay. Like, I'd rather scare you away because this is the
oh,
kind of
and
stuff that-
know that
exactly.
this is not the kind of person that
Yeah, and it's
would-
chill. It's alright.
I'd have
Like,
fun with.
yeah, because I'm very open, and so I'm very open about my expectations, about what I need, what's important to me.
Yeah.
And so if that's not what that's important to the person, I'd rather you say, you know what, I'd rather not, and you'd be like, cool, it's fine. It's chill.
That's deep. I'm not even sure what to ask next about that because. But yeah, no, we still go back to how you said. You were saying like how they believe like if you have sex with a guy and you're a lesbian, it would like correct you,
Yeah.
and if it doesn't, they kill you, or what?
They're killings because people are lesbian, so they kill
And I
them.
thought like that's like the biggest country that's open to gay pride. Like
See, in Africa, it is definitely
Yeah.
probably one of the most open countries. But I think that it's important to realize South Africa is full of dichotomies and opposites.
Yeah.
Right? So in one
Full of
area,
what?
Opposites.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay.
in one area or in one instance,
Yeah.
this is fine. But in the very next instance, it's not. You know, because we are urban, but we're also very cultural. You see?
Yeah.
And the patriarchy still has a big hold on us. We are feminists and angry feminists and like angry
Listen,
black women, but at the same time,
Yeah.
I go home to Limpopo, and there was a man that came to our house, and my aunt was like, "Get a tray and fix him some food," and I was like, "Nah."
Say that in front of him.
So no, he was outside. She asked me, and I was like, "No." I'm like, "I'm eating," and she's like, "No, you eat it." I'm
I was
like,
telling him to go to the kitchen himself.
I'm like, and also this person, and I don't understand. I was just like, I don't understand. I'm eating. It's
Yeah,
chill.
yeah. I can't
My
just.
aunt was furious.
She was upset?
She was very upset, you know, because I take
Yeah.
this modern day stuff and I bring it home, you know.
Yeah.
I must not forget who raised me and all that stuff. So I was like,
I keep
okay,
that
cool.
shit out of my house.
Yeah, literally. So I
Yeah.
made food, and then I was so upset. And my mom saw me. She's like, and then I'm like, and then she's like, just leave it. She's like, just leave it. So I took I took the tray,
Yeah.
put it on the counter. I went back. I went on Instagram and I was like, scrolling. She's like, the food. I'm like, it's on the table. I was like, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to do it. But
Yeah.
that's because my mom married a white man. See, so my mom is very progressive, and so I have this. My mom is very progressive.
So
I have the
definitely
space to do all that kind of stuff.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm very privileged. I can be like, no.
And you can just express
I
yourself
can
openly.
say exactly. I can say things like, you know, when someone's saying something, I can say, no, that's not okay. That's not right. It can't be girls, or you know.
Yeah.
So I have that freedom, but a lot of people don't. See.
That's good. And I think also in our household, it's also just important to be able to educate your kid on how to express themselves.
Yeah.
Like if they find something, not just be oppressed there and you just quiet and think
Definitely.
like that's supposed to be like a normal thing.
Exactly.
Amazing.
Teach kids to think for themselves.
Yeah.
True.
Not just go with things because that's how it's supposed to be.
So we're in agreement that that's not something that you correct. It's just something you like. If that's what you're
Definitely.
into.
It's what you're
That's
into.
what you're into.
And can everyone just mind their own business?
Right?
Like, whose business is it who I'm fucking? I don't understand. Like, please, unless you are the person I'm fucking or I'm like married to you or something,
Yeah.
get out of my panties. I don't understand.
Okay, now another important thing before I forget. We've talked about the feminist. You mentioned it. What's feminism to you? Or what does it mean to you?
I think for me,
I think I saw, because you know, when I invite guests, I normally ask them for their Instagram, right? And then I just scroll through like the Instagram. Another thing I noticed in both of your pictures, there is no man in your pictures.
because we're single.
What?
We literally just told you this, that we're single, so there's no man in our pictures.
Like at all, even like a man friend? Have you seen my Instagram?
I'm actually not friends with a lot of men.
I'm
personally.
single, but let me show you my Instagram.
No, I have.
You've seen?
Do you not have a picture of yourself kissing a woman
No,
on your Instagram profile picture?
But that's regular though.
Oh.
That is.
There you have it, ladies.
I mean, like, I'm just saying, because, like, for me, I'm single, but in all my, you'd see, even if I was dating someone, you wouldn't know who I'm dating, because it's always women.
You wouldn't know which one he's dating because of all the women that are on his thing.
You'd stress yourself out. You would. If you're dating me, you'd stress you. Who is she? Who is she? So if you're that kind of person, but that's just that's just the thing that I do. Like,
everywhere. There's kisses everywhere.
Yes, everywhere.
I'm a lover.
Everywhere.
You definitely are. Just going around kissing all these women.
Hey, we're just talking here about being like expressive
Exactly.
and people minding their own business. So if
Oh my word,
somebody,
there are some gorgeous women on here.
if somebody has a problem, I mean,
Mind your own business.
mind your own business.
Ungenaphi.
That's
A Zulu
actually-
proverb.
A Zulu proverb.
Ungenaphi.
Yeah.
Means
Where do you
literally,
enter?
Where do you get in?
Where do you
So
get
like,
in?
Oh yeah, like
It's
this is
basically
not
mind
your
your-
business.
Not your business. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ungenaphi.
Yeah, but like that's what I noticed like in your Instagram. So I was like, are they like this strict feminists that are they do they hate men? So I didn't understand the vibe that was, and that's why I didn't even like put down any pointers.
Yeah.
I was like, let me just come vibe with you guys so that I can understand. I have a better understanding, because if I had pointers for you guys, I'd be restricted to like just
Yeah.
follow. Okay, this. So what's feminism to you?
The social, economic, and political equality of all the sexes.
Oh,
as
Jesus.
Chimama Adichie.
Jesus.
Basically,
Jesus.
that's basically what it is. But I think it's feminism for me
Yeah.
is. Let me describe to you what my ideal feminist world would be.
Yeah.
Would be in a place.
Are you a
where-
feminist?
Definitely.
Okay, so describe
Feminist
us
as
to-
fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
in fact, I remember someone once called me an insufferable feminist witch. And I was like, I like that.
What did you say?
Insufferable feminist witch. I actually wasn't even saying anything deep. I can't even remember. I think I was going on about something that they did. And I was nice. I'm such a nice person, eh? They just, I didn't like it, and whatever, it's fine. Doesn't matter. It was on Twitter.
But give us your description.
My description of feminism is definitely a place is women having the same opportunities, having the same access to things as men,
Yeah.
and this idea that men are superior to women needs to go dismantled, and I think that
You don't think they are?
no, absolutely not.
Okay.
It's almost
I
like,
agree. I agree.
It's almost like, and I think
I was not about to protest on that. I just seen your facial expression.
like-
Like what? Like,
I'm gonna shut this shit down.
So loud.
Guys, hold my earrings, somebody.
Yeah, so,
definitely, where women have the agency and the freedom to be who they are,
Okay.
and to chart their own path, and to have access to things that they should have because of who they are, and not because they're women, or not have access to things. So things like.
so they should be equal in.
All.
But
Opportunity.
equal doesn't equate equality. You know that? Does that make sense?
No, what do you mean?
Okay, what I mean is, let's say for a guy, if I'm working longer hours in the office, that's cool. Let's say, oh my God, they just picked this table and just gave us the kids
And that's how
who
I
are
know
running,
something about
bashing. And I'm just here like, oh my. That's why like I had to go to the next topic. I was like, okay, let's just switch up. Let's just switch this up, because I mean, we have to deal with it anyway. Yeah, so what was I saying? Oh my God. About equal doesn't mean identical. Yeah, so I'm just saying, like, let's say I'm a producer of a movie, you're a producer of a movie. Most producers or directors who are old, they'd be probably in their 40s, let's say. We both have kids at home. Okay, let's say 30s. 40s is just too. Yeah, let's say 30s. So we both have kids at home, right? I'm working longer hours. I mean, don't you think it's okay, like, for the man to be just out there shooting those movies, maybe somewhere in the camps and whatever, and for the woman to pick up some slack and actually just, have and be able to spend enough. And I don't think a lot of women would be able to do that, because of they can do it, but they don't have to. Maybe I'm spending like 6 months shooting a movie. I'm out there running, shooting. Maybe I'm doing BBC documentaries. I'm out there
In the war,
running
right.
with guys in war, Al-Shabaab, this and that. I don't think it would be the perfect environment for a woman, and I wouldn't want to picture in my mind if a woman is captured by those people, what they would do to you, just to set an example.
I like that.
working conditions. So I'm just saying, like, just that identity part is where, like, for a man, they're able to just go through those harsh conditions, and it's okay for them to go through those harsh conditions. And for a woman, I don't think it's fair for.
See, I like that because that's what they call benevolent patriarchy.
Yeah.
The idea that as a woman, because I'm a woman, I am less than or I am weaker. You see? So it's the way
You
you're
think
saying
that's saying? Well, I'm not saying that.
But see,
the way you're saying it is that
like
we don't.
the woman would be unable to handle those types of conditions. They would
I think they would be, but in normal circumstances, would you find more women in those situations? In the army?
I mean, no,
doing
of
the
course
movies?
It's more men, but
Or
that
maybe
goes back to why it's men, because men were the ones who were drafted to go to the army, not women. The women had to stay at home. So I mean, I think there's it goes back. It goes back.
Should we switch it up and send more women to war?
No, we should send more people who want to go to war.
Yes, we should
In fact,
give the
actually,
opportunity.
let's not even
Okay.
talk about this because I don't think war is great. I think we shouldn't have war.
Yeah.
Peace and love, guys.
Yeah, true.
Peace
But
and love,
but
peace and
it's
happiness.
there. We're just talking about something that's
Yeah.
actually there.
So I think that if a woman wants to fight for her country, a woman must be able to fight for her country.
A woman should have the
I don't
same
think it's fair.
access.
Why?
She
'Cause
can
I'm a
say
woman.
no. She can have same access, but let's have some cat fight somewhere else.
Why? Why?
No. I'm not saying it. No, listen. I'm just saying. How can I say this in the very politest way?
No, say it in the way that you're thinking it.
In the way that I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I don't think it's fair. Because men, ideally, just naturally, we're just made to be slightly body-wise, physically stronger. Are we in agreement?
Yeah,
to
yeah,
that?
okay. Well,
Right?
depends.
I mean, we can do like, what do you call it? How do you call it?
Yeah. So I think that for me, I like the conversation we're having because I
Because
think
it's important to
it's
have this
important
conversation.
because I think we
Good.
think patriarchy
it's-
is this
yeah.
big bad animal a lot of the time, right?
Yeah.
Which it is, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I think in modern day and definitely in the circles that we hang around in,
Mm-hmm.
people don't think I must make you tea. No, that's not what we do.
Yeah.
The patriarchy is more subtle, you know?
Yeah.
And so then picking it out and saying that's bad is difficult because it's what we've been socialized to think, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like how you're saying right now that women are less aren't as strong as men, and so you don't want to see a woman at war because it'll break your heart because I
Yeah,
think of my
definitely.
mom or
Listen,
what are they going to do
if
to
I'm
that
at
woman? They're going
war-
to rape her. Oh my word, all those kind of thoughts,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And we don't realize that is patriarchy.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it. You being worried about a woman going to war
Because
So I
she's
shouldn't
a
be?
woman is
You should be
patriarchy.
worried about a person going to war because war is terrible, whether that person is
I
a
just
male or
can't.
female.
And also the fact that you
I
worried
just can't.
about the woman getting raped, that shows you how horrible men are. Like that's
True.
So the thing is
True.
that you should be worried about a person going to war because war is a terrible thing to experience. Whether that person is
Yeah.
a male or a female is a terrible thing to experience, and you don't want anyone to experience it.
So we shouldn't just care too much to a point where
The reason you care too much about women is because you think women are weak. That's why we care more about women than we do about men.
listen, I mean now you're making me sound bad. That's not what I'm intending to say. I'm just trying to I don't know how I can say it in a way that it doesn't sound okay, because first of all I can just say the two of you are very self-driven and you're just about you. But if I put other people in that situation, I'd say no. I wouldn't want to go to war.
yes. See, that's it's
Me,
choice,
I want,
choice.
but I'd say a big majority. What do you think the biggest percentage or majority of women?
I definitely think more
In
women
which
don't
side?
want to go to war. They don't want to go to war.
Yeah.
They want to raise their children.
Yeah,
Like they don't want to be.
Or they just don't want to go to war because they don't want to go to war.
true. But you'd find a big percent. I'm just saying, like a bigger percentage wouldn't be comfortable being in that situation. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, and more men would want to go to war because they want to be macho and they want to be
Because that's
what-
manly
that's what's
and they want to fight
expected.
for their country.
No. Definitely, playing with snakes, fighting and kickboxing.
Playing with
It has to be there. It has to be there. We don't want soft
Get
men.
you a man who plays with snakes, guys.
Okay, maybe I just think
lawyer.
just from not from just how I've been raised, but I'm just saying like my personal thoughts. I'd want to be the person who be able to protect and provide. even if my woman is equally in a good situation, but I'd still want to do that for her.
I definitely
It would make me feel good. It would make me feel like a man.
I think because we are living in a patriarchal society, I want a man who's going to protect and provide for me, because I am going to get.
Hey, you see,
like I'm absolutely. Before we dismantle the patriarchy, I want to be protected, and I want
reap
to
the benefits.
Reap the benefits of it. Because at the end of the day, like as a woman, when I'm walking out, I'm more likely to be raped, and so I need my man to protect me. You know, and I don't earn as much money as the next man because of patriarchy, so definitely must provide for me. Yes.
No, wait. Wouldn't you like a man to protect and provide for you?
I would, because the world is tough as a black woman.
Yeah,
and you?
Most definitely.
That's all I was trying to say. By the way, that's all I was trying to say. But maybe when I just describe it all these other different ways, it comes off a little bit. Because I don't mean women are soft. You know, actually, because I mean, I know my mom personally. She's very strong, and that's why I respect women a lot. Just because seeing the experiences my mom has gone through, and she's never quit. She's just like. Because now I'm always like, yo, my mom actually pulled it through in all these different situations, so I can't give up.
Yeah.
Not because she's soft, but it just shows me like as a human, all these things are meant to happen, but it's just how you overcome all these obstacles that you come through.
Yeah, exactly. I think I can want a man to provide for me and to protect me, and still want to dismantle patriarchy, and each of those truths can be equally true, so it's not opposites. So wanting to dismantle patriarchy does not mean I don't want a man to.
Would you protect and provide for a man if he didn't have anything going on?
Oh Lord.
If he didn't have anything going on?
Yeah.
I would.
Because as guys, we do that all the time.
I would.
I'd tell you for sure.
But
yeah,
the problem is that when you provide and protect for a man who has nothing, what happens is that when he does have something, then he leaves you.
Who said what?
So
says who? Has somebody done that to you?
Please,
has
honestly,
somebody done that?
There have been movies because I don't protect and provide.
Protected and provided. So.
Okay.
So like from Bali, for example, if she was going through something and then she needed like money, I'll definitely give her all my money. You know what I mean? Because she's my friend and I trust
her. How
her.
about a guy?
Right? If it was a guy friend, probably, if I trusted him. But I wouldn't do it romantically, because I don't trust that the man is going to stick with me. Because 9 times out of 10, it's the women that stick with the men, and the women and the men don't stick with the women.
If you get money, you leave the woman who was like.
Yeah, or you stay with her and get another
like,
woman as well. Yeah. And then get another one, and get another one. I can't, I'm sorry. Not my portion. I'm alright. I'm good, live, enjoy.
I'm guessing your answer is the same. You wouldn't protect and provide for a man?
I think it would be a tough.
Don't you see that's not fair?
But it's not, because it's only. I hear you.
Yeah.
But for me, it's fundamentally because.
No, good.
You have to think about the fact that as a human being, I'm going to do this and I'm going to get this, right? And I don't know the return on investment and the benefit that comes with riding or dying for men.
So if you're with someone, it has to be about that return investment thing.
Not entirely, but there definitely has to be.
But as a guy, do you think we
keep giving?
You can't.
I can't keep giving.
Okay.
Although I think your natural disposition is to keep giving.
Exactly.
It is. I mean, you love someone, you've been
so much that you actually.
I was thinking of giving some man my bonus.
I would.
Quite recently.
Really?
Yes. And I was like to myself, and then I'm telling her, and she's like, the fuck? No. And I obviously had to unlearn that, because I'm such a giver and I'm a lover, and so I'm like, you're struggling.
Wait, just like that, or?
Yeah, because they were struggling. I was like,
they were going
money.
through a tough time, and she was like,
I'll give you money.
Like for the one thing I know is like I really don't like. Okay, I just don't borrow money from women. I'm just that kind of person. I would rather die. I would be on the streets. Because I would feel so weak doing that. I'd feel so weak.
Yeah, men do feel like that, definitely.
And I know
don't think the
people,
person of taking the money because
but I know
of that.
people are very comfortable doing that. Like somebody would come, like even take your credit cards, max them out, and still come chat up with you, and it's like nothing happened.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that. I think that's like the that's like a downfall too.
Yeah.
A huge downfall for a man. You shouldn't do that. But yeah, so anyway, I mean, I mean, we've basically touched on everything.
Every type of under the sun.
And we've touched on everything, Mare. And if there's anything I've forgotten, you can actually just tell me. I haven't.
No, I think
We've touched on everything,
we've
so
covered
I feel guys ready for breakfast because I know we've
Oh,
done.
I'm sorry.
We've done.
I am very ready for
We've done
breakfast.
probably like 2 hours, if I'm not mistaken.
It doesn't even feel like it.
It's close to 2 hours. I
Wow,
swear.
that's so
So I
funny.
think maybe
This is fun though.
no, this was nice
Really,
because at
really.
least you've expressed yourself, gotten to know now more about you. Understand?
You didn't tell us how the name came about.
The
'Cause
Kiss Bandits.
I'm doing it for the Guinness World Record.
Hey?
Are
I'm
you
doing
kissing
it.
as many people as
Google me.
What?
I'm the only one who's doing it. Yeah,
How many people have you kissed?
7,500 and some.
Wait, what do you mean? Okay, wait.
7 what?
7,500.
When did you start?
It's been over 4-5 years now.
And are
But
you
that's why people call me the Kiss Bandit. It's
So-
my name, like that's now my brand name.
so now
Yeah,
are you the most kissed person in the world?
I am.
Oh my word.
There's no record for anybody else because I have the numbers and I have the pictures. So that's why, because I already signed up with Guinness. But my target was 1 million, which was crazy. And that's the number. So not unless I send them an email and tell them, yo, 1 million just doesn't make any sense.
Oh.
But there's underwater keys, there's the longest keys, there are all these other different kisses, buildings and whatever. But the number of kisses, I'm the only one who's doing it.
Wow.
But I was featured in, I think, two news articles in AC as well when I was starting off. Because the only reason it blew up, it's because like, how comes nobody else
Has
thought of
done
doing
this
this?
before, yeah.
Yeah, but I also understand because if you have family, if you have a relationship,
Oh yeah, how does that work?
it's crazy. Because even for me, like dating is always. That's why like my Instagram has to have like just women. Because the moment I stop posting them, becomes a bit suspicious. There's one person you're paying too much attention to. Is this the person you're?
So when you're dating someone,
Yeah.
can you still continue kissing people? Because
I can't stop.
you can't,
Can't
right?
stop,
Can't
won't
stop.
stop.
I can't
What?
stop.
And is it a specific type of kiss?
Okay, I mean, it depends.
Can it just be a kiss on the cheek?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Would you be okay with that?
Yeah, we should add to you. We want to help you. Is what we want to do.
No, we're gonna do
we
that.
want to be of help.
We're gonna.
You know what? Let's help society.
Hey.
Let's do
Hey,
it.
yeah, because at first I was really going ham by the just wet kisses and everything, but now as my brand grew, I had to slow down on that because even for health reasons, first of all, it's not good, and of course I just have to be. There's a better way of doing it, so just the kiss on the cheek made
Yeah.
more sense. But when I started off, just go through my Instagram. The pictures
I
do
wanna?
the pictures do not lie. The pictures do not lie.
Is it only women?
Of course. Of course.
I mean, look, you could get.
I know, but I
then you have, like, double
listen.
the-
No, listen.
double, yeah.
I know, but I signed up for kissing the most women.
Oh,
Okay.
So
okay,
I mean,
okay.
yeah, I don't want to break the Guinness rules
Yeah.
that I already,
Yes, obviously, definitely.
Yeah. So you get what I'm saying.
7,000.
7,500. Yeah.
I
Yeah. I mean,
Wow.
we're trying. The target was a bit ridiculous, but we'll just see where it goes. And that's why, like,
Do you
I
have a
also
time
want to.
span to reach the target by?
My time span was like 1 million within 4 years, 4 or 5, 4 years. No, it was actually 3, and then I was looking for endorsements then, which definitely didn't get because African culture.
Yeah.
Everyone is like, what?
Yeah.
You want a
Yeah.
check to do what? You want to pay for your ticket to go and do what? Where? No. So I had also to recoup because even then I lost a few jobs because of that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was a bit crazy. It was fun until now it started affecting like my paychecks and
Yeah.
stuff. But now I had to reinvent myself and just do like my businesses on the side. And then now I just started rebranding and just doing my own thing.
Okay.
And people started respecting the brand more because now I didn't even need brands anymore.
Yeah, you
I was
were the
like,
brand.
okay, because then like I was fired so many times. I was fired so many times because you come in the morning and the whole like the front newspaper is you making out with women. Yeah. So you can imagine even the phone calls. It's like, yo, you've seen, yo. So it became a bit tricky. But now I started just working for myself. That's why, like, for the last like 3, 4, 5 years, I've just been doing my own business.
Okay.
And then now people respect you more as a brand that way,
Yeah.
because they're like, okay, he doesn't really need our money. He's good. And even now, brands start to work with you. Personal brands who are trying to go viral and make things that are going to like have a shock factor, they come to you. And I also do like some bomb as cinematography. So
That's cool.
yeah. So people started respecting that more, and now they accepted now the kissing thing as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Otherwise, at first it was just the kissing thing. Like, this is what he does. We are not going to allow this person to make money doing this. So it was a bit of a roller coaster, but now I'm good.
Okay.
And that's why even for now I just do it like I used to go to like all these events and go crazy. But now, no.
Okay.
I'm picky with where I'm going. People just generally like what I do. I collect the cases. There's no pressure because I can extend the time to whatever I want to stop. I can stop whatever time I want to stop.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So that's my story.
Very interesting.
Interesting,
I
right?
like it.
Hey. So, I mean, should we wind up?
Yeah.
Yes.
So where can people find you and where can people find you?
People can find me on the gram and on Twitter. My @ is the Precious Danny, Nidani, the Precious Danny on both Instagram and on Twitter. And yeah, come see my beautiful pictures and my clever thoughts and rants about feminism
Post them.
and my travels and all our travel adventures. Yeah. it's about
Yeah,
me.
you should start doing videos of your, because
Yeah.
you just
That's what
started
we
this
want.
year.
Yeah.
Start doing videos.
That's what
That's
we
our
wanna
plan.
do.
I
Yeah.
think that would connect with people a
Yeah.
lot. And even from just pictures, I couldn't tell a lot about your personalities, but from just having these conversations, like, you're very interesting people. Very interesting people. And I think you should share that with the world.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
So put that in video.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
So where can people find you?
I'm not huge on social media, but the plan is to get better. That's
Yeah.
the plan. On Instagram, I am at Mbali Mkhize, Mbali, Mkhize, 2 E's. And on Twitter, I
Bali
don't know.
GM.
Wow.
Oh,
Bali.
Because if you can't remember your handle, I'm sure your password is not in existence anywhere.
I don't know how I know a handle, but it's Bali, MBALIG
But
and M.
I'll
There we go.
definitely put their links down below the video. You can follow them, get to know more about them, their adventures. If you want to connect with them, just ask them about anything about South African culture.
Come visit,
working
guys.
there.
Come
If you
visit.
And we'll
visit,
come
actually,
visit your country.
yeah, if you
Yes.
visit, you can actually just link up with any of them and just they'll
Definitely.
show you around.
Yes,
Yeah.
would love that.
Hey. So that's it, guys. This
Peace.
was episode number, I can't remember the number of the episode. I've just done way too many. But just stay tuned for the next episode.
Yes.
And I appreciate it a lot. Hey.
Love and lights.
Hey. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.
Bye-bye.
Please,
Nithanda nonke amakhaya. Nithanda nonke amakhaya.
And I'll have links to the SoundCloud link, iTunes link, and YouTube as well. So make sure you follow. Just watch all of those episodes, listen to them, download, and get to know more about them. I'll put their links down below as well. So see you guys.
Bye.
How do you say goodbye with your language again?
Itamibona msala kahle.
Enjoy?
Salam ngasho.
Okay, I'll say goodbye.
Just say papayini. That's colloquial.
Papaini.
Yeah.
Yes.
Papaini.
Yeah, there we go.
Papaini. I swear to God, I hope you haven't told me to say some ridiculous shit.
Bye-bye.
I promise you.
That laugh is evil.